Hello, Eric White, Greg Kordick, and the rest of the West Warwick High School television crew. And this, you are witnessing history here. This is our first broadcast of West Warwick High School baseball. The Wizards, who sit at 2-9, having a tough season, taking on the Cavaliers, who are at 2-8. And Solomon Luveras thrown out at first base. He's the first batter of the game. This is senior night for West Warwick. This is their last home regular season game. They're in the playoffs. Just about everybody is in the baseball playoffs. And if the Wizards win here tonight, they'll be in third place in their subdivision of Division II. So we've got one away here.
Actually, two away.
Two away.
Leadoff man flew out to center field.
Oh, okay. So we've got two outs. Just Next we have Armani Hernandez. Number 14 is up.
Be interesting to see if they run here, see if they can get this man to the scoring position. Oh. Got freshman Dominic Carullo on the mound. He's pitched well for the Wizards this year, just unfortunately lost a couple of close games, one down at Rogers and another one the other night against Prout. But he's pitched above his definitely pitched like a more mature than a freshman.
And pitching really hasn't been the issue this year for the Wizards. It's been the hitting.
Yes.
Nobody's hitting anything.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oversimplification, but Coach Grenier, where they could have used 3 or 4 runs, they could have won a couple of more games or more. But there's some young kids on the team, and some other ones who are just not really hitting. So,
and you know what it is too. This year they just don't. I mean, last year they had a couple of, they would have had a couple of seniors, a couple of big bats in the middle of the lineup. They just don't have that big bat, and it allows pitches to work differently to the top of the order. They can't, top of the order, you see a lot of fastballs because they don't want to put you on because they're afraid of the middle of the order. And this year they just don't have those thumpers. They have some nice contact hitters, but they're seeing a lot of off-speed stuff because, they're not afraid of walking them and then getting beat by a double or a triple, So I think that's kind of, a little bit of an issue. Some of these kids who've, fastball hitters are seeing a lot more breaking stuff than they normally would. So, nice inning, though, for the Wizards.
Yep, that's number 14, Armani Hernandez, goes down swinging. So, after 1, it's 0-0. Well, 0 and Wizards coming up. Here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways production, first ever production of Wizards Baseball. We're going to keep it. We'll keep it right here. All right. We're here with executive producer Morgan Judd, who is braving the elements. Myself, Eric White, and athletic director Greg Kordick. And we've got Juanita Sanchez here. They didn't score in the top of the inning. Bottom of the inning, of course, Wizards coming up.
Got a lefty on the mound today.
Yeah, number 16, Cristiano Lorenco. A junior pitcher. And we've got our own Kyle Da Silva, one of those seniors being celebrated today.
Kyle's the second leading hitter on the team. Nice 300 average.
And he takes a strike.
As a pitcher, I'll tell you what. As a pitcher, you got to love home plate umpire Steve Kalenda's strike zone.
Yeah.
As a hitter, I don't know if he'd be as pleased.
Generous strike zone.
But he's you know what? He's giving some stuff off the plate, but he's consistent. It's not like he's calling it for one team, not for the. He gave the same strikes to West Warwick, and so kids got to go up swinging today. You're not gonna get a lot of walks, so swing the bats.
That umpire is not a position I'd ever want to be in. Oh. I mean, there are some really good ones, but you're going to hear it from people when you make the right call. And hope that didn't hit my car. Well,
Kyle doing a nice job.
Yeah.
2-strike hitting, just trying to keep alive, seeing if you can get something you can handle and get it in play. That's the big thing with 2 strikes is just get the ball in play.
That one a bit low for a ball.
All right.
And Silva hits that one right to the pitcher, and we've got 1 out here on the bottom of the first. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy before. Quinn Kordick, number 5.
Oh, yeah.
He looks an awful lot like that kid you talk about on Facebook who lives with you.
All right. You got kind of swung at a high pitch there, but got bailed out.
Yeah.
Get another opportunity here. This is the highest Quinn's batted this year in the number 2 spot. Usually he's a bottom of the order hitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a decent year putting the bat on the ball. A few hits here and there. He tells me about him.
Yeah.
He makes sure that.
Yeah.
Ball a little bit high there.
Yeah. When I'm looking at the class of 2021 written in the circle there, I think it looks fantastic, but at first glance it looks like it says Red Sox. Thinking I'm at Fenway here for a second, which I haven't been in years.
Hit his count here.
Yeah.
I have to say one thing. One thing I do have to say about Quinn is that he does have a pretty good batting eye. He doesn't swing, get himself up by swinging at bad pitches.
Yeah.
His problem is sometimes when he gets his weight out in front of him. Oh, all right. Hit the ball hard.
Yeah. And Capellain retires the second straight batter. But at least they're making contact, as you just said. And Ty Condon.
You're talking about this is when you're a team that's struggling to hit, though. That's the, Kyle Da Silva's ball goes another foot one way or the other. He's got himself an infield hit.
Yeah.
Quinn's goes another foot one way or the other. He might scoot that up the middle. And
yeah,
it just seems like with baseball sometimes when you're struggling to hit, And these are the things you don't get those. You don't get those feet or that luck.
Yeah.
It seems like you're hitting the ball at everybody.
Yeah, I agree. This is a game of centimeters, not even inches. I mean, putting that bat on that ball is one of the most difficult things in sports, hands down. I mean, you get a draft pick out of the going into the NFL, first round draft pick. You're going to see that person usually that year. You get a first round draft pick baseball player. You're not going to see that person in the major leagues, maybe ever.
Yep.
2-3 years. It's that hard of a game. It's that difficult of a game, and the higher you get, the bigger, stronger, and faster the pitches are, and
And it's a mental game too. It's a lot of mental. It's easy to get down on yourself, and it's a game you really do have to have the personality of putting things behind you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've heard this before. It's a game of failure. I mean, it's you fail more often than you succeed in baseball. And
yeah. You're batting 300. You're hitting 3 out of every 10 times,
Yep.
and that's considered good.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's absolutely a game of failure. And what was it, Bill James, famous statistician, and I don't think he still works for the Red Sox, but divided the field into 200 and something slices, And I think baseball fans, above all others, are into math, into numbers, into stats.
Oh, yeah. Another well-hit ball, just again right at second baseman.
And that's the end of the first. Still no score. We are going to take a brief break here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways production of Wizards of Baseball.
Teen e-cig use, or vaping, is an epidemic, with 1 in 5 using them, but it's not safe for young people.
Our brains continue to grow until our mid-20s.
Nicotine use can change the way our brains grow, and not for the better.
The part of our brain that makes decisions, calculates risks, learns, and helps memory.
Plus, nicotine can hotwire our brains for other addictions.
Not water vapor, not harmless, and not cool.
And we're back. Eric White, Greg Kordick getting ready for the top of the second inning. No score. Wizards making some contact, but I don't think we've gotten anybody get past first base so far in this very early contest. It was originally, I think, supposed to be a 6:30 game, pushed up to 5.
Yep.
So,
and you know what, with the weather, we might have we might have been lucky by doing that.
Maybe. I'll take luck here and there where we can get it,
Oh, yeah. Number
5, Luis Garcia de la Cruz, the catcher, swings and misses. He is up for Juanita Sanchez.
outfield straight away. And
one flies up right there.
Nice play by Kyle Rossignol. A lot of wind up there.
Yep.
Plays around with it a little bit.
So we've got one away here in the top of the second. And Xavier Vargas, right fielder, junior, up at the plate right now. Looks at a ball. So count 1-0.
Nice pitch. Get back in the at-bat.
Count now even at 1-1.
It's funny with baseball. Counts, a 2-0 count's a heck of a lot different than a 1-1. It's just your approach at the plate. It's everything.
That one outside. 2-1's the count. And our executive producer was going to be graduating in a couple of days, Brian Lynch, making the assist on the camera. Thank you very much. So now that pitch cam that you're seeing, so you can tell whether it's a slider or a curveball or what have you, that's because of that camera.
Brian saves the day.
He saves the day again. Outside.
Full count here. And pitchers are working today.
Oh, yeah. He chops one right to the pitcher. And that's 2 away, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Now up at the place number 4, Junior Felix Hernandez, who is a junior, but his name is Junior. Junior's a junior. Okay. Junior Felix Hernandez, or I hope nobody made a mistake when they typed that out on the roster.
Dominic Cruz doing a nice job here of getting ahead of hitters. It's a lot easier to pitch when you're ahead of hitters.
Yeah.
You can mix up your pitches a little bit. Helps them out there, but you'll take it as a pitcher.
Absolutely. 0-2. Carullo, the freshman, making the start today.
Nice pitch.
Right on the outside corner. Well, yeah, the outside corner.
Oh, yeah.
And that is it. They go down. Juanita Sanchez goes down in order at the top of the first. We're going to take a short break here, and when we come back, the Wizards are due up. And we're back. Eric White, Greg Kordick, Morgan Judd, executive producing. Brian Lynch stopping in to say hi. We also have Ethan Britson of the morning show, who is on the camera along the first base line. And I got to say, Greg, one of the things about being a teacher is you have to know when to say you're sorry. So yesterday I had to apologize to Ethan because he said he could do a game, and I thought he meant yesterday's volleyball match. So I gave him a not-so-nice Instagram message saying, basically, where are you? I mean, I didn't swear in it, but then he's like, I said I would do Tuesday's game, and I said, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. So some
I'll tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I'll tell you what. I mean, you guys, this whole the whole production here has just been invaluable this year, especially.
Thank you.
Really has been. I mean, the kids, it just. I'll give my father sitting at home. He's watching the game. I'll give him a shout out. Gerald Kordick,
right. Yes.
Class of '58, Westwark High School, class of '58, and he basically loved it this year. He's watched basketball games. And,
great.
It's really it was a lifesaver this year. It really was.
Yeah.
So
making a good thing out of a bad thing. I mean, we were already doing this anyway. Mm-hmm. But it just grew so much faster because it was needed. Nobody could go to the games.
I will say this:
thank you.
It is nice to see. It is nice to see a crowd. This is why you put the ball in play.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you make them make plays, and you know, you never know.
Corrado reaches. Would that be called an error, do you think? Or?
Yeah, that's a play that should have been made.
Yeah.
But you know, West Warwick will take it.
Yep.
Curious to see if maybe Coach Grenier plays for a run here. Maybe has Jack lay down a bunt. Sometimes when you're struggling.
Number 14, Jack Boulay takes one way on the inside.
And he wears it.
And he was hit. So now we've got runners at first and second. We got a runner in scoring position, our first one of the game here. And number 23, Kyle Rossignol. Kyle Rossignol up at the plate.
I'll tell you what, Jack looked like he did. He wasn't going to go. Jack looked like he didn't know he got hit.
Yeah.
Some guys sell it. They'll run right down to first base.
Yeah.
Umpire has to call him back.
I would be one of those players that sold it. Oh, my God. Ow. You know. Even if it hits your shirt, I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, yep.
It still counts.
If it hits your shirt, it's part of your uniform.
Yeah.
As long as you don't move into the strike zone.
Yeah.
It's a hit by pitch. Let's work here with two on, no outs. This would be nice if they can get a couple runs across here.
Yeah.
Nice swing by Kyle. 0-2. See, now at this point now, as a hitter, you're really got to concentrate. Choke up on the bat. Get the ball in play, move some runners around.
Now, anybody who's watching us on the Wizards YouTube channel, looks like Rossignol goes down swinging.
Actually,
he
fouled it off.
He fouled it off, excuse me. Anybody who's watching on the Wizards YouTube channel, the stream seems to be going well so far. If we should lose it, something happens. We're also recording this game, so we would put the full. We will put the full game on if something goes wrong with the stream afterwards anyway. And if nothing goes wrong, you can just watch it later.
Kyle doing a nice job, 2 strikes, staying alive. Like I said, you just want to get something you can handle, put into play over here. That's the big thing. Get the ball in play.
Yeah. That one way outside.
That's a curveball that didn't curve.
Yeah.
He's worked the count 2-2. Doing a nice job. Is a nice at bat. Hopefully you get a nice positive out of it at the end of it.
Yeah. And with two men on base, not a bad time to have that happen.
Senior's on and senior up. Let's make it a special senior day here. First baseman playing behind Jack Boulay. You can get a nice lead over there. He's going 3 straight curves and he's missed. He's not. You know, when a pitch is struggling to find that curveball, it makes it a little easier to hit it because you can just sit on the fastball and, you know, you see that if you're able to pick up the spin, you can just let that go.
Yep.
If he throws it for a strike, so be it.
Yep. So now we got a full count here.
Be interesting to see if Coach Grenier starts the runners. 3-2. If you feel like a kid can make some contact, you might start him. Maybe get some kids out of position. Maybe find a hole.
Yeah.
And nice at bat. That's a
There
really
we go.
nice at bat by Kyle Rossignol.
Now bags are loaded.
Another senior. Yes. Be curious to see what Coach Bozer does over here. He whether or not he plays his infield in. You know, and they've struggled to score some runs too. You know, when you play your infield in, you can cut down a run at the plate, but you also risk you limit your range. A hit now, all of a sudden, now you got a big inning.
Yeah.
You know, he may be just playing for an out or playing double play depth, see if he can get something hit hard at someone. Be interesting to see.
Yeah.
You definitely coach the game differently when you struggle to score runs.
Yeah.
Offensively and defensively. big opportunity here for the Wizards. Bases loaded, no outs.
Yep.
Be nice for them to score a couple here.
Yeah.
Push a couple of runs across and put a little pressure on Juanita.
I got Sean White, senior, with the bags full. That one hits the light post. I haven't seen that happen before. I've done a lot of games.
No, not too often.
So that's foul.
Usually they go on the roof.
Yeah. I'm rethinking where I parked my car, but I'm just crossing my fingers. He's got 2 balls, no strikes.
1 and 1.
1 and 1?
Yep, the foul ball.
Oh, that's right.
Here we go.
I'm a little rusty.
Same thing. They got their corners in, but they got their middle infield back. They're conceding a run. So if you can just get a ground ball past the pitcher, you're going to score a run here.
Yep.
That's why it's important, like I said, just to get this ball in play. You don't want to strike out a pop-up here.
Yeah. I know that, when you have a team that's not hitting, any run is a good run.
Yeah. That's a great at-bat.
There we go.
And see, he takes, Westwork got a little fortunate there.
Now, with that run by Corrado, Wizards up 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like Solomon Luevas here just stumbled a little bit.
Yeah,
he was trying to turn the double play. That's a perfect double play ball for a shortstop. He's moving towards the bag.
Yeah,
and did a nice job. And just looked like he lost his footing. Oh, I think what he's asking here is he's going to be looking for a force play slide rule. He's going to say that the Kyle Rossignol slide was not to the bag, and therefore the double play should be completed.
I
don't know why the umpires are talking. This is the home plate umpire's call. I know when I used to umpire high school games, you sit out there sometime, you're like, oh boy, what's the call that's if I call this, I'm getting screamed at.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
And I'm assuming he's not changing the call. He's coming back over.
So that would leave the out at second.
Out at second, 1 out, first and third.
Yep.
So they don't complete the double play.
Yep. Yeah, he just bobbled it a little bit. The second baseman did, and
yep. Just like I said, just lost his footing a little bit.
Yep.
But hey, Westwark will take it.
Yep. The Will Cornicelli, number 7.
Will's in the same position. You get it. You hit the ball in the infield. Past the pitcher, you're going to get yourself a run as long as you don't hit to a double play. But I think, obviously Will would like a single here, keep the inning going. And now, 2 runners in scoring position.
There you go. White takes second on that pitch. So you got runners at second and third.
Now he's bringing his infield in. Yeah, see, it's only the second inning, but when you're a team that struggles to score runs, you can't give up 3 or 4, and that's what he's looking to keep this at 1 here.
Yep.
It's a great time to hit. When you hit it hard on the ground somewhere, you got a good shot of getting it through and 2 RBIs here.
Yeah.
He got jammed. Oh, and the ball comes off.
Ball got away from the first baseman. Here comes another run.
Yeah, Westwark fortunate there, but hey, like I said, they'll take it today.
Absolutely. So Boulay comes home on that error by the first baseman. I got to say, the throw was a little low, but still should have been managed by the first baseman.
I'll tell you what, Capellan made a nice pitch to Will, right in on the hands, jammed him, got exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the runner was going to hold at third, and unfortunately, he couldn't make the play over at first base. Throw was a little bit low.
Yeah.
Sometimes at first, those are a little tricky. You'd rather get the ones that are, you don't want them to bounce too far away from you. You want them to kind of almost short hop it into the glove.
Alex Johnson looks at a strike. One of our other seniors, number 13, pretty decent basketball player, too,
Yes.
this kid.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We had said his name a lot. You coached him during basketball season.
He had an unbelievable basketball season this past year. It's going to be interesting to see what him and Kyle Da Silva, they're losing 30 points a game for those two next year. And it's going to be interesting to see who steps up.
Yeah.
But Alex, just a good athlete. Just
Yeah.
a good overall athlete. Good soccer player.
Yes.
Really good goalie. And did he beat him? Oh, look at this on senior night. He got him.
And
He's going to get 2 RBIs here. And West Warwick's just opened this thing up.
2 more runs for West Warwick on the double by Alex Johnson. So 2 more. Now they're up 4-0.
Have a day, senior.
You're right, Coach. Not bad. Not bad for. Guess we were given some good karma going down there. Not that he needed us, but
I'll tell you what. That's got to be. Now as a West Warwick player, you approach the plate. You've had your big inning. You don't grip the bat as tight. You're not feeling like it's. You can go up here and just swing loose.
Yep.
You got yourself 4 runs. Maybe played a couple other ones.
Yep. We're at the top of the order again. Da Silva,
That could
he
be
hits
trouble.
one.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop getting back on that.
There's another out. So now we got that second out in the bottom of the second. And Quinn Cordick at the plate.
Oh, he's going to. Oh, nice hit. Hung up, though. Nice contact.
He
just hung
flies
up.
out, yep. Making some good contact, the Wizards are. And that is the end of the second inning. We're going to head to the top of the third. Wizards up 4-0. We're going to take a short break here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways first ever production of Wizards Baseball. We'll be right back.
If you would like to support the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway at West Warwick High School, contact us at WWHS Wizards at www-ps.com. Individuals and businesses can advertise with us here on this YouTube channel, or you can just make a donation. All funds raised go back into the program for the purchase of equipment and education of students. Feel free to reach out to us at WWHS Wizards at www-ps.com.
All right, we're back. Eric White, Greg Cordick, and crew. Wizards up 4-0. Top of the third inning. Getting some runs. I mean, I don't think I don't remember the last time they scored 4 runs in a game. And it's been that kind of year, but hey, one heck of a senior night.
They put the ball in play. They had some good at bats, and then they got the big double by Alex Johnson. That's what you hope for. Now Dominic Carullo, the big thing for him is just to get in here and get his team back in the dugout. You got yourself a nice little bit of a lead. Just come up there and throw strikes.
And speaking of which, there's a strike.
That's a great. That's a good sign. A lot of times, you let up a little bit, and you don't want to start walking people.
Junior Paulino Hernandez.
Kyle Rossignol stays back on it.
Grounds out. So there's
3 unassisted.
1 away. And somebody else named Junior on the on the Juanita Sanchez roster. And we got number 15 here, Justin Suero. who's a DH.
Nice way to get ahead. Dominic's doing a nice job. Changed the eye level a little bit on that fastball, and Justin chased.
There we go, 0-2.
Nice pitching.
And Suero goes down, second out. Number 16, Cristiano Lorenco Capellan. Junior pitcher.
He flew out to center field his last time. Starts him off with a curveball. Wizards wearing the orange at home today. They're trying to change the luck.
Maybe.
Not like Coach Grenier's is superstitious or anything.
Yeah. I think everybody involved in coaching or playing baseball is superstitious on some level. Well, sports for that matter, but especially baseball.
Oh, no, it's a sport. It's things work, you don't change them.
Yeah. How long did it take Nomar Garcia Parra in between pitches?
Oh, jeez. They all do. Pedroia did it too. I mean, Nomar was crazy with it, but yeah. But you know what? Hey, it's like I said, it's a mental game, and if it gives you some type of mental advantage or some type of, you take it. You take it. You try to do what works for you.
I think it's things are flowing a certain way. I think and it affects your behavior. So if doing certain rituals helps.
Oh yeah.
The flow of things, then that's the way it goes. I really think depending, if you think things are going well for you, having a good streak, you're going to be that fraction of a second faster. And it's one of those intangible things.
Oh, yeah. No, it is. It is. It's, it's a game that's played between your ears sometimes. Sometimes you can hurt yourself. Nice play. Look at this. Oh, nice play by Kyle Da Silva. Just no play.
Yeah.
Christian got down the line pretty quickly. Once that ball got by the pitcher, he didn't really have much of a shot.
Yeah.
If you're going to give up a hit, if you're going to give up an infield hit, you want to do it with 2 outs. Hopefully now they can get this out, get back in the dugout.
Solomon Luveris, senior shortstop, up now for Juanita Sanchez. He swings at the first pitch.
He's trying to find a gap on that swing. With his outfield's playing straight up. And a pop-up.
Pop-up, which should be the third out.
Ty Condon settles under it, makes the catch.
And they go down in the top of the third. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Wizards still up 4-0. We'll keep it right here for a couple of moments. All right, so we're back. Eric White, Greg Kordick. Just at McCarthy Field, Wizards going into the bottom of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third, have a 4-0 lead. It's our first ever broadcast of Wizards baseball. Looks like I've got my captions on. Now, Morgan Judd, executive producing. See, a lot of this stuff, like the graphics you see on screen, and keeping track of the outs and things like that, stuff you take for granted when you're watching the pros, because they have like a press box full of people doing all that stuff. So, but and Ethan working the cameras, Brian Lynch, our executive producer, hopping the fences. I did before. All in the name of a good broadcast. Ty Condon at the plate. We've got our pitch cam out in center field, which I really like doing that. Anyway, good.
Ty grounded out to second, his first time up. Hit the ball hard, right at the second baseman, Rossignol. When the ball gets hit over there, you always root for it to hit the window.
Oh, yeah. How many times has that window been broken on that?
I've probably seen it about 4 or 5 times, and every time the kids get excited about it.
Yeah.
it's their parents' taxpayers' dollars fixing it, not theirs, right?
Exactly. You get quite a different reaction from the adults in the audience. Like, who's paying for that? Bring that up at the next budget here.
Oh, put plexiglass up there. Oh, and Ty. Oh, looked like it hit him. I guess he got out of the way.
Oh. Now, you see, if you'd taken when the batter got hit before, I would have said that didn't hit him and this did.
Yeah.
But we're not down there.
So oh, yeah. Like he's got the closest view.
Yeah.
Nice pitch. Outside corner. I have to say he's been very consistent.
Compelling.
Which is what you want. You don't. It's consistency in umpiring. That's the big thing. If you're going to call it a strike all night, and that's and the kids will adjust. And they have. I don't think neither team's had a lot of strikeouts. They just put the ball in play.
One away here in the bottom of the third.
Sammy Corrado got it started with an error, reaching on an error in the last inning. Sammy's kind of had a little bit of buzzard's luck this year. He's hit a lot of balls hard, and they seem to just carry up there and settle into gloves. He's had a better year than his stats indicate in terms of hitting the baseball.
Yeah.
Be nice to see if he can get on here. Maybe work across another run. There he goes. Oh, and he looks like this time he's gonna get some of that luck's gonna turn for him. He gets himself in a scoring position. He really has hit a lot of balls like that this year that kids have made plays on.
And Corrado, just like that, with a double, is in scoring position with one out here, bottom of the third.
Jack Boulay up. Jack's a good hitter, good contact hitter, doesn't strike out a lot. Be nice if he could find a hole here. Jack got hit his first time up, although he didn't seem to be aware of it until the umpire told him.
Yeah.
You've been hit. I don't think he'll need ice for that one tonight.
Probably not.
Oh, stay fair. Oh, just foul.
Just foul.
Just foul. Did a nice job of kind of getting his hands inside the baseball and just couldn't keep it fair. Pop fly in the infield.
Well, that's 2 outs, 2 away.
We'll take a hit to score him. We'll take a hit to score the run now.
Boulay, the second one to go down this inning. Still have a runner in scoring position with Corrado on second.
Kyle Da Silva. Not Kyle Da Silva, I'm sorry. Kyle Rossignol.
Yep. There's too many Kyles.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, did he get him?
Ooh.
Oh, he made a nice read on that one. Left fielder did a nice job of reading that ball.
Of getting under that. And that's it for the bottom of the third.
I'll tell you what, though, Coach Grandy's got to be happy. They're hitting the baseball. They're hitting some hard. They're making good contact, and a couple of them are falling. You got to think they're going to continue to fall in. So,
hopefully so. And this is a good opponent to have this against. You know, it's a 2-8 team. And we're a 2-9 team here, but you know, you're getting to the end of the season. You're going into the playoffs. Why not go hitting the ball? You know, this could start. This could get the lineup going a bit, get a little confidence in the hitters, and
definitely. You know, they play this team again tomorrow, and then they go to Pontiac for a non-league game, and then they'll probably start their playoffs either Sunday or Monday, depending. Most likely either Middletown or East Greenwich.
Yep.
On a selfish note, I'm rooting for East Greenwich. It's a shorter trip for me.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay $4 an axle. $2 an axle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
and East Greenwich is kind of centrally located in the state, too. You know.
A nice little healthy rivalry between the two schools, too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these seniors have competed against each other in a lot of sports.
Yep.
You know, from the time they were playing travel basketball and then middle school baseball. So it's a nice little rivalry. Top of the fourth, correct?
Yes, top of the fourth.
Dominic Carullo has to feel like he's on cloud 9 right now. He's pitching with a lead. I don't know if I've seen him pitch a couple times this year. I don't know if he's had a lead.
Yeah.
I know it's there've been some close games and 0-0, but
and a 4-run lead nonetheless. And it's not like you're up 1-0, 2-0. You know, 4.
Yeah.
It's not a blowout, but it's a comfortable lead, I'd say.
Yep.
You know.
Oh yeah. Oof, nice job. Starts him off with a curveball.
Here we go. Angelis Rodriguez de la Cruz, the center fielder, at the plate now for Juanita Sanchez.
That's a big pitch for Dominic. I'm telling you right now, if you can throw a first pitch curveball, you really are. Now the hitter doesn't know what to sit on.
Yeah.
So
we're in the top of the fourth here. How deep do you go with a freshman?
You know, I think today what he's going to do is so in the Interscholastic League there are pitch counts. You know how many based on when you can pitch again. My guess is that Coach Grin is probably Dominic's been one of his better pitchers. My guess is this probably will be the last time he pitches, and I would think he would probably open the playoffs. So he'll go with him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think he'll plan on using him anymore this week, and after he gets past a certain pitch count, he won't be able to. But he's got like I said, he's got Juanita tomorrow.
Yeah.
They haven't had a game in a while, so he's still got a couple pitchers like he's got Nick Brown and Ty Condon. So he has some pitching, and so I'm thinking he'll go a while with Dominic until it gets to the point, and then until it gets to the point where maybe he feels like he's losing it, and then most likely come back with Dominic on either Sunday or Monday, depending on when the playoff game is.
Yeah.
So
there's one away. Top of the fourth. Armani Hernandez, third baseman, up. I didn't realize I was hogging the sheet with all the names on it, Mr. Kordick. You could have.
It's all right.
Said, hey,
I have the lineup card from the coach, but his handwriting, his handwriting's a little iffy.
And it's better than mine, which is scary, Writing cursive is a lost art,
Oh, no one learns anymore.
No one does.
I tell my kids to sign a document. They stop printing. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? It's a signature.
Yeah.
It's just not taught anymore.
It's not.
The big paper with the dotted lines in the middle.
Yeah. 0-2.
Nice job.
That was a beautiful pitch. Just caught the corner.
And he's throwing to the glove. He's throwing to the glove.
Yep.
And although I don't know, he's the umpire may be telling Quinn Cordick, bring it in a step. He's talking about something.
Yeah.
If you hit the glove and he's set up out there and you've been giving it, no one's gonna. Like I said, even if it is a little off the plate, you're talking high school baseball, and
yeah.
If you're going to call it like the majors, forget about it. You'll be here all day.
Yeah.
So you gotta these kids have to swing.
Yeah. It's good to see. It's good to see crowds back. We've got a crowd here, a pretty sizable crowd.
Yep.
For McCarthy Field at the end of the year, this place can really get rocking. I've done some PA announcements at some of the All-Star games they like to have here, and this is a really beautiful field to play at.
The kids are lucky. Kids in West Warwick are lucky to play on this field, like this stadium kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity.
Absolutely. And in the pros. In the pros, we got we have people back in the stands, which is great to see. And
it's definitely you're starting to feel like a little bit more of a sense of normalcy. And you just like I said, you just hope it keeps up and keeps moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
I know I could probably speak for all the underclassmen who said they can't wait to get in. 5 days a week next year.
Yeah. I cannot wait as well, and I'm sure you can't. Right, and there we go. There's out number 3. And Dela Cruz goes down swinging, and that is going to wrap up the top of the 4th. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. Wizards still up by 4. We're going to take a short break here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways production of Wizards Baseball.
The Wizards Chat is a news show that lets students express their talents, beliefs, or any other topic they normally wouldn't get to in the classroom. The Wizards Chat is hosted by West Warwick High School student Morgan Judd.
And we're back. Eric White, Greg Cordick going to the bottom of the 4th. Wizards scoring some runs today. Four runs. They're up 4-0 on Juanita Sanchez. These two teams play, was it again tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow.
At
4:30.
Juanita Sanchez.
Yeah,
right?
It's kind of unique with the way they've done the baseball schedule the last couple of years. Well, unfortunately, last year it was scheduled. They didn't play it.
Yeah.
But, they play series now. So
Yep.
2-game series. You usually play a home and away.
Yeah.
And if weather doesn't play a role or something doesn't have to be rescheduled, they're usually back to back.
Yeah.
And what that does, it allows that you're not going to see someone's number one pitcher 2 games. You know what I mean? If you play them in once in April and once in May, you could see their best pitcher twice.
Yeah.
Where this way, you really can't. So you're seeing their number 1, number 2, whatever the case is. So
Yeah.
Baseball coaches in Rhode Island have really liked it.
Might it be something that sticks around
I think so.
post-COVID?
I think so. Yeah, I think it. Like I said, it's. I think the kids like it too.
Yeah.
It kind of gives them a little bit of a feel of almost major leagues. You play your 2-3 game series and you move on. So
Yeah.
It makes it does make. I'll tell you what, does make scheduling a little bit easier, especially with makeups. But
you're dealing with the same athletic director, right?
Yeah.
If you're having a hand in it, and so you got 2 games. Basically, I don't want to say it's like you're scheduling one game, but if you're playing 2 consecutive games, it's the same people you're you're dealing with, and if you're a coach, it's the same team. Relatively, I mean, I think.
Nice job.
Sean White
grounds out to the shortstop.
Yep.
Solomon Luevas. Nice play there, because that took kind of a little tricky hop on him right at the last minute. He stayed with it.
Yep.
Got Will Cornicelli at the plate now.
And 1 away here, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Will's one of these kids you need on your team. One of these kids who just keeps things loose. I will say this: the thing with Will is I've never seen a kid who can keep a straight face as long as he can with a joke.
Oh, really?
He can play it well. Plays the straight man well. Same thing, nice. They're hitting the ball well.
Yeah,
ball staying up. There's
2 away. Being the straight guy, that's a skill that will serve you well later in life, I'd love to get people going and have them believing something that's I'm a big minor prankster, I think. I'm not like Jim on The Office, but it's
So Coach Grenier was telling me a story, I guess at practice the other day. Will had worn shorts into practice, and he said, why are you wearing shorts? He's like, I thought we could, this, that, and the other. So he says, no, you don't have any pants, baseball pants. He said, no. Richard's like, I said, Coach said, I have an extra pair in my car. So he gave him the Will. Will put them on, went out there, played, pants falling off him, and played it straight up. Supposedly the team could not, doubled over, laughing just and would not break a smile. Basically making plays, doing all that, just. Again, just a perfect straight man.
And Alex Johnson reaching on the throwing error.
Yep.
Now, were those Coach Grenier's pants he was wearing?
So they were his baseball pants were in his car. He said, "Here, take the keys. You can wear mine."
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing what would happen, and
because the 2 are nowhere near the same size, obviously. Yeah, okay.
And Will wore 'em for the entire practice, and supposedly, like I said. Never once laughed, just played the straight role perfectly.
Bet he never forgot his pants again. Kyle Da Silva, number 10, at the plate.
Oh, Kyle, that's twice now. He's right up the middle.
Grounded right, hit one right to the pitcher.
Yep.
And that's going to do it for the inning. Wizards up 4-0. And going to go into the top of the 5th. Juanita Sanchez coming up here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways first ever production of Wizards Baseball. We'll take a short break and be right back.
If you would like to support the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway at West Warwick High School, contact us at WWHS Wizards at www-ps.com. Individuals and businesses can advertise with us here on this YouTube channel, or you can just make a donation. All funds raised go back into the program for the purchase of equipment and the education of students. Feel free to reach out to us at WWHS Wizards at www-ps.com.
And we're back. Eric White, Greg Kordick, top of the 5th. Wizards up 4-zip.
This would be a big inning for Dominic. He's got the 6, 7, 8 hitter coming up. Bottom of the order. You don't want to let them turn this order over.
Freshman Dominic Carollo having a great start.
think he's only given up one hit, if I'm not mistaken. I think
believe
a hit in the first inning.
Yeah.
2-out single, which if you're going to give him out with 2.
Yep.
Oh, an infield hit. Did he give up an infield hit? Yeah, I think he gave up an infield hit. Yes, Kyle DeSilva's was probably scored an infield hit. So really, 2 hits.
Take that. 2 hits, no runs. And number 8, Xavier Vargas, the right fielder, the junior right fielder, is up at the plate for Juanita Sanchez. Want to remind everybody, programming note, Friday, we are going to stream the graduation live on this YouTube channel. Friday, 6 o'clock. Class of 2021, about 225 of them, give or take a couple. Going to walk across that stage. Going to wear the orange and black as students for the last time. We're going to have it live right here on this YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be on the football field. That's going to be interesting.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Nice to see the kids, some of the seniors getting some of the end of the year culminating activities that they weren't, last year's group wasn't able to get. And,
absolutely. And, we had the car parade. They had the car parade Sunday. I wonder if that'll become a regular thing. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Morgan Judd out there. Morgan Judd out there covering it for us.
I saw that.
And, yeah. Right there on the scene.
If Morgan was really dedicated, she would have strapped herself to one of the hoods and given us a bird's eye view of the.
We thought about that. I saw my career flash before my eyes, and I said, well, maybe not. I was just.
No, but it is that that was a nice thing. When I saw it last year, I said, geez, I said that was something different, kind of unique, and I was glad to see they kind of did it again this year.
Yeah.
So,
and maybe they will. You just don't know. There's going to be some things that happened, during this whole past 15 months that I think are going to stick around.
Oh.
One thing, no more snow days.
Yes.
So we get out of school. The last day of school is the last day of school. No more snow days. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So.
Which will be good after this year when we're going to like July 22nd this year?
Yeah. Pretty close. June 25th.
Yes.
But that last week, for us as high school teachers, we're
exams,
giving exams and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's good. It was good to see. It was good to see them get a year in. It was a difficult year and difficult. I think in just in general, teaching, learning, athletics. It just and to kind of see it. One of the amazing things is the Interscholastic League. Interscholastic League got every sport played this year, which is just amazing.
I am very surprised that they did that. I'm surprised and delighted that wrestling.
Yes.
That they got that done. Did you see, I think about a week ago in the Journal, in the Providence Journal, they covered an outdoor wrestling match in Charahoe.
Yep.
Which I thought was kind of cool, because it's a way, this COVID doesn't spread outdoors like it does indoors. And, I thought that was interesting. And our wrestling team, which has had some great years, especially recently under Coach Calise, Coach Jared Calise, they're out there again. One of the toughest practices.
Oh.
One of the right next to football, I think, wrestling. Wrestling might be the toughest practice because everything is like they don't let you rest.
Oh yeah. Got to be in shape.
Yeah, in the match, out of the match, it's like 2 seconds. All right, come on, let's go back in, and you're like, that's really a sport where you have to be in shape. Being out of shape, no matter how good you are, no matter how tough you are, being out of shape will get the better of you.
Look at a little bit of a jam here, a walk and an error, and Juanita Sanchez has some things going on here. It looks like Dominic's getting a little tired. Coach Grinder's got Calvin Battersby warming up in the bullpen. His pitches are kind of staying up a little. Sometimes that when you get a little bit tired, you don't finish your pitches. You're not, and the ball does rise.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if if he does get around to the top of the order, if if Calvin Battersby isn't in to kind of just give him a different look.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. And that's Buzzard's luck right there.
Yeah.
Little seeing eye single. We got the bases loaded.
So now, bases are loaded.
And the number 9 hitter is up. Be interesting to see what Coach Grenier does here. If it's just a little pep talk, or if, as a manager, you go out, you tell them, how do you feel? And they'll always tell you, I feel great.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to come out.
Their arm could be out of their socket, and they're saying, no, I feel great, Coach. I can get this guy.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if this is his last hitter. Just like I said, he's got the number 9 hitter up. You got the top of the order coming up.
Yeah.
You got Calvin. Looks like he'll be fully warmed up, and be nice to grab an out here.
Yeah.
You don't want a big inning.
No, because we've got no outs right now.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. He'll take that one. He hasn't gotten that high strike all day, and he got it. So this is where you just hope you get a nice tap out of the mound, a nice 1-2-3 double play.
There you go.
Nice pitch. No mistakes here now. 2 on, get yourself an out here. Quinn setting up way outside, and perfect. Nice job.
Excellent. And there's 1 out.
And he's going to let him face the top of the order.
Austin Suero goes down swinging. Now up is the other pitcher, Cristiano Lorenco Capellan.
All right. I'll tell you what, the freshman's impressing me. He's kind of reared back and thrown some tough pitches these last couple of batters. Like I said, it looked like he was just starting to tire.
Yep.
He probably also realizes he's getting to the point where, these are his last few batters, and don't leave anything in the tank.
Yeah.
It's important for Quinn Cordick here to make sure that if he does call a curveball, he's able to block it. You don't want to give him a run by bouncing one in the dirt.
Yep.
Two balls, 1 strike. This is it's a big pitch here. Yeah, I just don't think he has much left.
Yeah. Count 3-1. Bags full. Top of the 5th.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, that's the way you come back. Full count. And these are the kind of situations that'll help you out in the playoffs.
Oh, definitely. Just a little high.
So the first run will walk home for Juanita Sanchez.
And it looks like it'll be Calvin Battersby coming in. Calvin's worked in relief this year for the Wizards.
After an impressive effort,
Dominic did a heck of a job.
Yeah, Carollo is gonna come out. Gets applause from the Wizard faithful. Did a fine job going into the top of the 5th. So Calvin Battersby, number 21, is going to take the hill. Try to finish this one off for the orange and black. They hold a 4-1 lead.
I'm always curious, right now what they have in there. The infielders are meeting, the outfielders are meeting.
Yeah.
They're not talking baseball. Let's see. That's 1, 2. Well, 3 seniors and a junior. They're sitting there saying, "All right, what are we doing tonight? We going out to eat? We did."
Who's going to wear Coach Grenier's pants next? You know,
that could be. Yep, could be.
That could be a thing after the game. Who gets, instead of the game ball, you get, Coach's pants.
Yep, you
take
get
them home
the
with
extra
you.
pair of pants.
Like the Stanley Cup, everybody on the team takes the pants home. Anyway,
this is you kind of want to make sure you get out of this inning, with the lead.
Yeah.
5th inning, correct? Yep. Yeah. So it's they're gonna have 2 more at bats. You've got 3, but you'd love to not have to use that last one.
Yeah. Got 1 away. You hope for a nice double play here.
Oh, that's a pitcher's best friend.
Yeah. Now, Solomon Luveris, shortstop, number 3, is going to be at the plate once Battersby finishes warming up. How many pitches do they give you? About 10?
8. 8 to warm up, and then between innings 5.
Yeah.
So when I umpired, I used to ask the kids if they were good at math. They said yes. I said, all right, good. 8 to start the game, 5 between innings. Nice stop by Calvin. Yeah. Your goal here is to get it out without any movement on the bases, whether that be a pop-up, strikeout, ground ball, home, or whatever it is. You don't want – you want the runners staying where they are.
Absolutely. And you even want to avoid a deep fly ball, even if it's a sack. If it's a long sack fly, then the kid from third can tag up. You want to avoid that too.
And that's as a hitter. As a hitter, you're sitting there saying, ground ball, fly ball. You strike out, pop up. You don't. Those are the 2 things you don't want here. Yeah. But you'll take, high school baseball. You'll take a ground ball.
Yeah.
Got to think you can beat it out. He's swinging for the sack fly right there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So Battersby looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Early so far. He's inherited 3 runners here.
All right, he's got the fly. This is a shallow fly. This is going to be a play here, and he doesn't go. That's
2 away.
Optimal situation right there for Calvin. He got the shallow fly ball. They don't take a chance.
Yep.
And the only issue now is you've got your number 3 hitter up, Angel Rodriguez, and he's got a single in this game. But you've got 2 outs now.
Yep.
This is an inning too. If you get out of here and you're up 4-1, you feel energized. Bases loaded with no outs.
Yeah.
You can give up a run. That's a big pick me up for the defense and a letdown for the offense. So, ooh, all right, just missed. Weather looks pretty good for Friday night, though, huh?
Yeah. It's supposed to be a little cooler.
Cut it off, Ty. Nice play. What a play. Ty Condon with a bare hand.
Saves the run. We're out of that inning. Wizards up 4-1.
That is a big-time play by Ty Condon because, like I said, bases loaded, no outs, and you walk out of there with 1. You still have a 3-run lead at the end of it. Sometimes you can see now that loosens up the bats a little bit. And
absolutely. What's it like? What's it like for a pitcher to come in when you have the bags full? I mean, you're ahead, but that's a situation where if it goes badly, you're in a tie game, or maybe you're even down.
It's the thing is, it's tough because you just feel sometimes as a pitcher you just feel like you got to be too perfect. You can't walk somebody, and it's just a matter of, in that case, throwing strikes and hope the defense does the job for you. So, and in this case, they did. Got the shallow fly and the nice play by Ty Condon, and you're out of the inning, and they're down to their last 6 outs, and you're hitting again. Yeah. So, Nice job there by Calvin Battersby. Be interesting to see. Oh, he's letting Quinn Cordick hit. I was wondering if we would see a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
But Cordick's made contact a couple of times, some decent contact. So
looks like we have Capellan still in there for Juanita Sanchez.
I'll tell you what, he's at that one inning. He's he's kind of settled down and he's kept him in the game, which is what you want, especially with another game tomorrow. The fact that you don't have to use another arm or use another 2 or 3 arms.
Yeah.
That was kind of important. They was able to get himself into the to the 5th inning.
Yeah.
So
Cordick is in. He's batting second. This is the highest in the order he's been all year, really.
All season, yeah.
Wizards up 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Let's see if it'll be a pleasant night in the Cordico's household tonight. Let's see.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he has a bad game, do you say anything to him when he gets home? No. I think that's probably wise,
Yeah.
You were supposed to clean your room, but you know what? Tonight, don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's you know what? You let him take a shower, you let him eat dinner, and
yeah.
Oh, that could be trouble. That's gonna look at this.
Oh, that dropped in, and there's a single. Okay.
On Instagram, that'll be a line drive.
Yeah.
You know it tonight for Quinn Cordick. That was a rocket.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? Sometimes that's baseball right there. He hits the ball hard twice. Nothing to show for it. Probably is the softest ball he's hit finds a hole.
Yeah.
And that's baseball.
Yes, that is. Ty Condon, number 12, up now for the Wizards.
Be interesting to see if he gets him going here. If he was a righty, I would say he's definitely looking to steal the bag. Oh, and he got a break.
So Cordick was going for the steal, and then the first baseman was overthrown, and now he's at third.
Yeah, it looked like a bunt. It looked like just a straight up sacrifice, and I think Quinn made a little bit of a mistake there. You gotta make sure the ball hits the ground before you take off.
Yeah,
got himself a little too far away from the bag and ended up throwing it over the first baseman's head, and now you got a guy at third with no outs, and the infield has to come in.
Yep.
Ty swings a little bit high, though. You know what? Sometimes you feel like that infield coming in, you just feel like you salivate. I want to hit that ball. I just want to.
Yeah.
Such an opportunity here. And that's the thing you don't want to do. But
there's one away.
All right, you got the right kid up here right now. He's hit the ball hard twice, and like I said, it'd be nice to get at least that run back.
Yeah.
Get that 4-run lead back.
And Sammy Corrado up, and Quinn Cordick at third with one away here, one out in the bottom of the 5th.
All right. Big thing here is to get the ball. You can get that ball in the air. They'll take a chance. Make them make a play at the plate.
Yeah.
You want to get this. You definitely want to get this run home with less than 2 outs. Oh, and the old suicide squeeze. Nice play.
And Cordick comes home.
And they're going to.
And there's a throwing error right there. So Corrado reaches. So Wizards have another run.
Yeah, nice job by Sammy Corrado with the suicide squeeze.
That was a beautiful bunt.
Yep.
It really was.
And that one, you're just, as a hitter, you're sitting there and you know that if you don't put the bat on the ball, your base run is running into an out.
Yeah.
And Sammy's always been really always handled the bat really well. Did a nice job of getting it down there. And he gets a benefit and a little error there, but he gets himself an RBI.
Yeah.
And they've got themselves a 4-run lead again. Nice situational baseball.
Boulay taps one foul. We got Corrado at first, one away, and the top of the bottom of the fifth.
I haven't really seen much of a move from the lefty here. Be interesting to see if Capellan has a good move or not.
Yeah.
Lefties can always cheat too. They can always just. They can move like they're moving to the plate and still flick it over, and it's technically a balk, but
yeah,
it's almost impossible. Umpires really have to be looking for it.
I haven't seen a balk called in a long time.
Yeah. Well, when I would umpire games, they would tell you call the obvious ones. If, if you're not sure, then don't.
Don't call it.
Don't call it. Sammy goes and Jack. Oh, he stumbles coming out of the box, but they're still gonna.
Another throwing error. Now we got runners at the corners.
Yeah, they've Juanita's kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit this inning. A couple. I mean, they really should have 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah.
And now, well, actually even 3 if you want to say that.
Yeah. Rossignol up at the plate for the Wizards. Runners at first and third. Wizards up 5-1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Let's see if another senior can make some magic here on senior day. I'll tell you what, Kyle's a strong kid. If he hits it, if he catches it, oof.
Yeah.
And that's
And Wizards will score another one.
Yep.
Sammy Corrado.
First and third play. They're trying to throw down. It looks like he tried to throw it over Kyle and just airmail the third baseman on that.
Yeah.
Foul ball. Oh.
Whoa. That goes right into that window that was broken and is now replaced, but there's still pieces of the broken one left over there. Morgan Judd bravely sitting in there once again.
That one scared me, and
Well,
it wasn't even coming at me.
It did. Nerves of steel, Morgan Judd. That's what we call her. Yeah.
I think it just kind of curved around the plate. That was a nice curveball he threw there, though. Probably the best one he's thrown tonight, but it does look like it kind of circled the plate.
And Capellan's been in since the get-go. He's their starter, so this may be the last we see of him.
Like I said, he hasn't done a bad job. I mean, his defense has kind of let him down a little bit this inning.
Yeah.
He probably should be walking out of here with just 1 run.
Yeah.
And two runs in, and still an opportunity for the Wizards to get more. And
yeah,
I will say, I have to say I like his temperament, though. He hasn't. Sometimes as a pitcher it can get frustrating. And he.
That's going to be.
Kyle, when he catches it.
Wow.
Oh, he's a strong kid.
I think that went into the other field
Yeah.
over there.
Kyle's mother cannot be happy with that, with his pants right now, especially with a game tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a quick wash turnaround over there.
Oh, yeah. And there's 2 away.
That leads to, I'll tell you what, that leads to a number of fights in my house.
Oh,
Baseball pants and...
I'll bet. You
My
got to
wife
give
is-
Mrs. Cordick some credit here.
Oh.
I mean, that's, teams show up looking great, and that's it's a lot of the moms are getting those stains.
That's what they're all out there
there.
talking about. They're all right now. They're all the mothers out there on the third base side. They're all talking there. My kid's not that dirty today. Fantastic. Because the kids they'd wash them themselves, but they'd come out looking like they just played.
Yeah.
So.
I do my share of the laundry. It's one of those things I like to try to avoid, but the cooking is the thing I don't do in my house. And it's not because I think that my wife should do it. I just don't. It's a danger to other people if I'm cooking for them. I'm not good at it. Laundry I'm all right at, but it's. If I need to get a stain out of something, I got to ask my wife because I just put the stuff in there and press go.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Again, I probably could maneuver around the washing machine.
Yeah.
I think I've made a conscious effort not to.
Yeah.
I think my wife has noticed that.
Yeah. Well, we'll give her a big shout out here for keeping Quinn's pants clean. And
Jack Boulay with the steal of third.
Nice jobby.
Oh,
looks like Matt Grenier is the third base coach out there. Gives him a high five or a low five, whatever you call it. Sean White here, up at the plate, 2 away.
Oh, it's another throwing error.
Another run scores for the Wizards. And now they're up 7-1.
Frustration starting to mount there.
I think so. If I were number 16, I'd be a bit frustrated. Capellan should be out of this inning by now for Juanita Sanchez. Of course, if you're a fan of the Wizards, you're loving it, but
he, the shortstop, he did a nice job of fielding it. Just kind of threw a little bit flat-footed. You teach the kids to kind of do a little bit of a shuffle step to kind of set themselves, and almost kind of threw it a little flat, and the ball tended to rise on him.
Yeah.
And he's made some nice plays today, the shortstop. So once in a while, one will get away from you.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling. Making an error is not a good feeling.
No.
You sit in the field and you just think everyone's staring at you.
Yeah. And your pitcher is shouldering the most of the load,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
making him throw extra pitches. And
he's done a pretty decent job given what's happened.
Yep.
Okay. We thought that one might come over here. That one was by cameraman Ethan Britson. Just watch that go. Again, Morgan didn't flinch. Unbelievable.
Nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel, yes. That's what taking classes and working with me is like. All year, so. Just learn to let stuff bounce right off you,
I like to have to say, so far, so good with the new anchors for the morning show seem to be doing a fantastic job.
Yes, thank you. They're very good. We got another one coming in tomorrow. And, we've got Ethan and, of course, Morgan Judd staying over from this year's crew. So, it's good. Every year, it's not a crapshoot because, we try people out, but, it's a different feel, and it's good to get some new energy. And, So, that's the end of that inning. We'll go into the top of the 6th. Wizards with a 7-1 lead here on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathways production, first ever production of Wizards baseball. But the morning show, we've got one more week after this, and then during exams, kids will study for a while. Most of them are grade students, won't be taking exams or culminating activities, but just to give us all a break, So, and
it's nice. It's it's kind of a little unique to West Warwick. You know, instead of just morning announcements, the kids, they see their highlights a little bit, or see, and instead of hearing their name,
you see it, and it's a really good one. I love putting the highlights up there. The cheerleading team again won a state title this year, a Division III title, and volleyball, of course, and girls volleyball, and just seeing I like having the highlights put together. It's really great when you see, Mackenzie Briggs 17 strikeouts. And you can just edit that together into a few seconds, and that was great. A lot of work goes into it behind the scenes. Like Morgan and Brian, and after this game, we have to pack everything up. I have to figure out if I'm going to try to jump over that fence again.
Or just ask the guy over there to hand the camera back. He's out there. Look at him. He's won something.
Oh, is he?
Someone out there.
Oh, that must be. Is that Brian out there, Morgan?
No, I think it's.
No, he's not.
No, I think it. I can't tell from there.
Oh.
But
there is somebody out there. Hopefully, yeah. I think he's at that other field, because I'm going to say I don't know where he is. I don't know who he is, and he's near the camera. So that's. Oh. Anywho, so if my wife is listening, she's probably saying, "I can't believe you jumped over the fence in the first place." Don't you? The fence was like 6 feet tall.
I do have to use this when talking about the morning show, and I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Mr. Cicerone blatantly throwing out, wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey on a morning show skit.
Yeah.
Just, but I don't know if Mr. Cicerone will be listening to this, but.
He might be. I seriously considered writing up Morgan Judd for making an anti-patriot PSA, but, I decided against it.
I told Mr. Cicerone, I said, that jersey was a little old looking. It looked like Emmitt Smith maybe wore it. That number was kind of peeling off there.
Yeah. And, Drew Brees, I think Drew Brees is a great quarterback, but he holds a lot of records. But how many titles? One.
Yeah, no, that's.
It's good to see the Saints finally win something.
Oh yeah.
Is there a better city to party in after winning a Super Bowl than New Orleans? I'd been down there. The year before Katrina, I went down there.
Oh,
boy.
Wow.
I tell my students, when you're over 21, pay a visit. Just.
That's, there's been talk that the Super Bowl should just always be played there because it's such a great host city. And
it is.
The
stadium is very nice. I saw it from the outside. No, I didn't go inside. French Quarter was beautiful. World War II Museum, Mr. Cordick, a definite must. Oh, they called it the D-Day Museum, but then Congress officially named it the country's World War II Museum. Interactive touchscreen.
Oh, that's
the boats that they used to storm the beaches at Normandy. They have a couple of those there, tanks and memorabilia like you cannot believe, and it's all interactive. And it was not hit by Katrina very hard at all. So definitely recommend it if you ever get a chance to
go down to New Orleans. Yeah, I'd always, it's on the list. It's places that I've never been, but it's always something I've been, curious to or looked forward to going to New Orleans.
Yeah. I remember, when I went down there with my former wife, my daughter's mom, and so we went down there, and the cab driver is talking, and the accent down there is very thick, and they slur their words together. So I had to translate for what the guy was saying to my wife. He said he's got to take a left over here. And I've always been good at understanding the different accents from people. And that one rips foul, but it feels a lot like it does now today down
all
there.
The time, huh?
We went down, I think it was in April, and it's hot. Take a cemetery tour when you go down there because everything's above ground. Because New Orleans is below sea level.
Oh, okay.
You don't bury people in the ground because they come back up again. they found out.
Wow.
So that's why you have the Crips, and it's very
Wow.
interesting. There's one away.
Nice curveball by Calvin.
And this is Battersby's second inning of work. Oh, he worked the 2/3 of the last inning.
Mm-hmm.
Got out of a bases-loaded jam nicely. And Luis Garcia de la Cruz, the catcher, number 5, up for Juanita Sanchez right now. In the top of the 6th. Lights have come on. Those on timers?
No, I don't believe so. No,
Sensors?
Yeah, Jeff Caldwell probably came back and put him on.
Shout out to him, too. I mean,
he's been fantastic this year.
Been great. And I just texted him yesterday. I said, oh, by the way, we're doing a game. Sorry for the late notice. And he said, I'll leave the press box open for you. And,
yep.
You know, he's been great. I'd wanted to get here more. I wanted to do, we wanted to do so much more this year. We've already covered probably close to 30 games now when it all is said and done. And I'm ready for a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're all ready for a vacation. But
yeah, no, Jeff's done a nice job down here. He's just, I had asked him a couple years ago, Tony Duffy.
Yep.
Put the class of 2019, and my wife sent me a picture and said, oh, you should do this for every year that there's graduating a senior night.
Yeah.
I sent the picture to Jeff and said, can you do this? And he was like, absolutely. So it's fantastic.
Yeah,
yep.
That's great. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Yeah, that is a nice touch. That's the first time I've seen it done. That's great.
He did a nice, I have to say, Jeff did a nice steady hand, too.
Yeah.
Because if I tried to do class of 2001,
that's better penmanship than I have with a pen.
Yes,
that looks really nice. And that's doing it on a curve, too. So.
Oh, yeah. Calvin doing a nice job throwing strikes. That's what you want your relievers to do.
Yep.
Come in, don't walk people.
Yep. So top of the 6th, 2 outs.
A little bit outside.
Battersby in his second inning of work.
Oof, nice curveball. Buckled him.
Yeah.
Buckled him, and he's still got a bat on that.
2 outs. 2 outs. Oh. Okay. Xavier Vargas, number 8, sends one into the backstop.
It's you look back. This team will make the playoffs, and it's obviously we talked about like the seniors and last year, and unfortunately for this baseball team, and they were primed to have a really good season last year. They had their top 3 pitchers back. Like I said, hitters in the middle of the lineup. Filled in by guys who make contact on the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, make contact and really were primed, and then just to have that happen.
Yeah. I wonder how did that affect, you think, when you have kids who maybe had a chance at a scholarship, or I wonder how that season affected a lot of them. Are you looking at footage from junior year? Are you playing an extra league, or you're waiting to play summer league, or
I think a lot of these juniors, seniors, I think a lot of them are on college radars by that point.
Yeah.
And
it's just the experience.
That
I mean, not to minimize it at all by any stretch, but you're just missing your senior year.
Oh yeah, it's just
chance.
yeah, exactly. Your last chance, and unfortunately, for all sports, for all spring sports, but like I said, I knew this. I know this baseball team was, they were primed to have a good season.
Yep.
It would have been the last year at McCoy Stadium for the championships, and who knows how far you could get.
True. So after Going into the bottom of the 6th. Wizards still up 7-1. We're going to take a short break here and be right back on the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway production of Wizards Baseball.
Teen e-cig use or vaping is an epidemic with 1 in 5 using them, but it's not safe for young people.
Our brains continue to grow until our mid-20s.
Nicotine use can change the way our brains grow, and not for the better.
The part of our brain that makes decisions, calculates risk, learns, and helps memory.
Plus, nicotine can hotwire our brains for other addictions.
Not water vapor, not harmless, and not cool.
And we're back. Greg Kordick, Eric White going into the bottom of the 6th. Wizards with what would be, seems to be, I would say insurmountable, but I don't want to jinx anybody. 7-1 lead. And over Juanita, Sanchez. These two teams going to play again tomorrow at the other field.
At Richardson Field.
And Wizards bats coming alive at the right time. As we got the two here, and then a non-league at Pontigansett, I believe you said.
Yep, Pontigansett, and then it's playoffs.
Yep. So a win here, should the Wizards hold on, they'll be in 3rd place in their subdivision of Division II. I was talking to Coach Grenier today. And he presented us with more stats than I think. I think Einstein used fewer numbers in his theory of relativity, but he updated them for me. I just mentioned he says, "Okay, yeah, I'll update them for you." So, I think he was born with a spreadsheet. in his hand.
My goodness!
Yeah. So, but anyway, we appreciate it. That's how we're able to do the batting averages and everything like that, and it's really great for the kids to know exactly what's going on. I asked him about the playoffs, and he said basically I think the 4 bottom teams are not making the playoffs and everybody else is because there was no season last year. Yep. So they want everybody to get the Interscholastic League wanted everybody to
have an opportunity.
Play.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's fantastic. I don't see anybody arguing with that. Alex Johnson, senior at 13 up at the plate, looks at a strike. So most likely, they'll probably be on the road. Depending,
yeah, they'll definitely be on the road. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be East Greenwich or Middletown. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
And like I said, Middletown's very good. So is East Greenwich.
That's an overnight trip by Rhode Island standards.
Oh yeah.
So, I have relatives out on the island that live in Middletown and Portsmouth. My father was born in Newport. My father was in Newport when the Navy was really there, like it was a Navy town. And he told me some stories throughout the years. he passed away back in 2014, but one of my fun things was taking Dad down to Newport, and he would say, take a left, take a right, take a left. He knew exactly where everything was. Newport, of course, the one-way capital of the world. Oh, my goodness. And I always end up going down the wrong way of at least one of them before I catch myself. So.
Yeah, we went up, we had taken a ride down to Cardine when they played Rogers.
Oh yeah,
and I tried to go a back. I tried to go a back way to get a parking space, and it didn't turn out well. And
yep,
I kept telling my wife, I got this, and finally she just turned on the GPS and said, "You're listening to this." So.
That's it.
But you're right. It was like, wait a minute, no, this can't be another one way.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And I when I was in college getting my journalism degree, I did an internship with the Newport Daily News down there. So I spent a lot of time there as well. And my grandparents had a house that was right on the line. One part of it was in Newport. The other part was in Middletown. So they paid, I think, property taxes to one city and some other type of taxes to the other. It was very weird. Like the line went right through the living room.
Wow.
Like there was no actual line, but...
Alex Johnson, he's battling up here.
He's making contact.
Alex Johnson, I have to say, he coach when he was doing the senior day presentation, he talked about Alex. Alex hasn't played baseball since middle school.
Really?
And you talk about a sport that's just tough to pick up again. And, and it's done a good job.
It really speaks volumes about how talented the kid is as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
athletic.
You know who did that? And you probably remember him, Cody Greenhall.
Yeah.
Cody hadn't played baseball since middle school, and then just in his junior year decided to come out.
Yep.
And just an athletic.
Yeah.
It's like he just never lost a step.
Yeah.
And
he was one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the state that year. That as a junior.
Yep. 2013.
2013, they took the Wizards to led them to the Division II title.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to beat that throw.
2-hit day for Alex Johnson.
There we go.
Nice job.
So Johnson's on base. And Greenhall, very, very talented.
His sister will graduate. In the class of 2021.
There you go. And with also a championship.
That's correct. Yep.
With volleyball.
That's right. She couldn't let her brother. Couldn't let her brother get one.
Absolutely not.
Without her getting one, and that was a great. That was a great day.
It really was. It really was. I mean, all the emotional ties to it, of course.
Oh
but
yeah.
That team.
Yeah, it was a funny game. I got there. I'm watching it early. And I'm sitting there saying, you could tell they were nervous to start.
Yep.
And I was like, uh-oh. I think Classical scored the first. I think they were up 7-1.
Yeah.
I'm like, not again. And then as the game went on, you just started to see West Warwick just was better defensively. They just were, they just kept balls alive, and once the first set was over, I remember I was texting Mike Shunny, former volleyball coach, and he was out of town, and I was texting him, and I said, I think West Warwick's the better team.
Yeah.
I said they just, Classical has some kids who can hit.
Yeah.
But they struggle to get them the ball.
Yeah.
And it was great to see them win. It was a special day. Emotional, like you said, emotional.
And Johnson is called out attempting to steal second. So that's one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And one thing about that as well is just where, the year before against East Greenwich, the girls had gone up 2-0.
Yep.
And then everything unraveled.
Yeah.
And just in all three games were close against Classical.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't faze them.
Nope.
It did not faze them. And they were comfortable being, 2-3 points.
Yeah.
And I think that experience from the year before really played into that there. And then they were on an emotional high too, but Coach Malloy really had them playing and passing superbly.
Oh yeah. Like I said, they didn't, they had hit, they scored their points, and they had, and their hitters, were able to put down some balls, but at the end of the day, it came down to very rarely did they not defend. They defended, and they kept balls alive, and just fantastic.
Yeah. And this is number 2, Dylan Lombari.
Yep.
Looks like he's pinch hitting.
Yeah, pinch hitting for Quinn Cordick, which I can hear it when I get home. I'm 1 for 3, and I get pinch hit for. Which I'll see. This is where as a father, I think it's my duty to explain to him that if it's a 333 batting average on the day, where if he goes up again and doesn't get a hit, it's 250. So
yeah.
But Dylan's a very good hitter. He's going to be he's going to be an important player moving forward for the Wizards.
Yeah, he's a sophomore now.
Yep.
There's 2 outs.
Nope, that's 3.
That's 3 outs. This is why they don't let me teach math anymore. So we'll go into the top of the 7th. And unless something miraculous on Juanita Sanchez's side or disastrous on our side happens, that should be it.
Got some defensive changes. We got Nick Brown taking over at first base for Kyle Rossignol. It looks like Liam Gravier has moved to right field. And Logan Dean, freshman Logan Dean, is on the mound for West Warwick. Another talented freshman.
Excellent.
He pitched up at Barrington this year. Talk about bad luck. I mean, just didn't pitch badly. Couple errors, couple of balls that just like I said, seeing eye. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, didn't. It looks a lot worse than it is. He pitched much better than what it looked like.
Yeah.
So good to get him back out here, and
I think Coach Grenier put him in. I think he told him when they had arrived up there on the bus. I believe that's right. He said, "Hey, you're going in," so that he wouldn't get too nervous thinking about it on the ride up or the day before or whatever. Sometimes that works, and he did pitch well in that game, even though it didn't show in the stats.
And you have Dylan Lombari behind the plate. He'll be catching the 7th.
Yeah.
And Josh Pettis looks like he's moved to 3rd, so he's changed it up. Yeah. I think it's, the underclassmen kind of understand. This was the seniors' day. Normally they probably would have gone in a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But, like I said, they'll be here in a few years.
Yeah.
And so go down to Juanita tomorrow, hopefully, and get another win. And, obviously more people be involved. Tell you what, he's got Coach Granier's got a couple of young kids who throw the ball pretty well. Logan, he's got a nice pop on his fastball. So does Dominic.
Yeah.
Nick Brown at first base has got a nice pop. He's got some pitching in the underclass in the as for some underclassmen. So, and
that's always good because you got to rebuild this thing every couple of years. I mean, every year you're losing people.
Mm-hmm. I think next year, moving forward, you hope that some of these kids, that some of the younger kids, get a little bigger, get a little stronger. Mm-hmm. He has some potential for some kids to be that thumper in the middle of the lineup. Some of the young kids, like Josh Pettis, hits the ball well, hits it hard. So does Danny Brown.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Nick Brown. Nick Brown. His father's Danny.
Yeah. It's hard to tell them.
Yeah, Nick Brown and
parents and their kids all going through the same school. One out, one away here in the top of the 7th. And junior Paulino Hernandez, a freshman, number 6, up at the plate right now for the visitors.
Nice curveball.
Yeah. And he's in an 0-2 hole.
Oof, nice job of staying alive.
Mm-hmm.
Did a nice job of, even kind of looks like he changed the speed a little bit on that curveball. Really kind of had to get out in front of it.
Counts 1-2.
Nice job.
And there we go. Second batter of the inning down.
Interesting to see. Can he strike out the side?
I feel like we should give a prize out to somebody if that happens. You know
You know what this has to feel? I'm telling you right now, as this has to feel good for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come out. You're throwing the ball. You not really much better than you did at Barrington. It's just you're getting some swings and misses. And like I said, this will be a nice confidence boost.
Yeah.
Dylan Lombari with a little skip pass back to him. Logan will say something to him.
Yeah.
Don't make me have to go back for the ball.
Yeah, when it's this hot and humid out, you don't want to move any more than you have to.
Throw me the ball.
I think I lost 5 pounds just watching these guys play.
Jeez.
And jumping over the fence. But yeah.
Was it one more day of the heat? Is that what they're saying?
I think so. It's supposed to be cool. Graduation's supposed to be cool.
It's just nuts from this past weekend. Oh, no, what was it, Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah.
Oh.
I almost started building an ark, so much rain, But I had just planted some new grass, so then, nature takes care of the stuff.
Yeah.
Nature takes care of watering. I don't have to, so that's good by me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Juanita down to their last out.
Nice job. And he closes them out, striking out the side.
And he did. You know what? I think I'll give a gift card to Ethan Britson because of that. I owe him a gift card anyway. So. All right, so that's it. First ever broadcast of baseball. You can tell your grandkids one day.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Cordick. I was here. Your father or uncle were playing, and I can't remember the guy I was broadcasting with, but he was pretty bad. And Wizards win 7-1. They're in 3rd place in their subdivision in Division 2. They're same 2 teams going to play again tomorrow at what field?
Richardson Field.
Richardson Field, and the Wizards can put together another effort like this. Maybe they can go in to the playoffs hot. Just about everybody. Almost everybody's making the playoffs in Division 2 this year after the season was canceled last year. So let's take a short break, and then we'll come back and wrap up this coverage, media broadcasting and journalism pathway coverage of Wizards baseball. All right, Eric White, Greg Kordick, Ethan Britson getting some camera time. That's Ethan, who showed from the morning show, showed up to work the camera. He's not just a movie star. Him and Morgan, they will roll up their sleeves and do the dirty work behind the camera. First ever coverage of Wizards baseball. Wizards now 3-9 on the year. They're in. They're going to the playoffs. 7-1 win over Juanita Sanchez. Bats come alive.
This is what you want on a senior day. You got good pitching, Dominic Carullo. You had, some timely hitting by the seniors, and a little bit of help from Juanita in terms of some of their defense. But the thing is, West Warwick, they made them pay. When they made a mistake, you make a team pay, and you can't ask for much more on a senior night.
Absolutely.
Really can't.
Absolutely. So for executive producer Morgan Judd, for my color guy, Mr. Greg Kordick, and for Ethan Britson on the camera, and Brian Lynch, who showed up out of nowhere to save the day once again, I'm Eric White. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you. Maybe we'll see you next year, maybe one more time this year, who knows. But don't forget to tune in to Graduation on Friday